Golf News RI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast. I'm Joe Calabro. That's Rich Capali. He's back from Florida. He made it successfully. He did not get lost down there, so we're happy to have him back. Rich, how are you doing today?
Not bad. Better than I was last weekend. Coming back from Florida, where it's 86, to here when it was 48 and cold, was not really my idea of a good time. So we're getting back into the 70s, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Yes, well, thank you for bringing the nice weather back with me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Everybody else appreciates it as well. Do you want to do a recap of your Florida adventure? You played PGA Village.
Yeah, PGA Village.
We got a nice shout out from them on Instagram.
Yeah, no, it was.
We almost have a real Instagram account following.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It was fun.
What was the nicest course?
For the most part, it's mostly affordable-ish. You know, the round was like 130, which isn't bad for an actual PGA course. We played the die course. I saw a couple of the holes on the other two courses, but the die course in immaculate shape. Had myself a nice low 80s round going until the 17th par 5. Shanked two tee shots into the woods, and that was all she wrote for a 91. So, yeah.
Awesome.
It was a good trip.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you back. Welcome back. And certainly we've been busy around here. Real quick before we get into the show and forget about it, we should promote what we're doing on Monday.
Yeah.
Chase for Care over at Valley Country Club, Michael Callahan's golf tournament for his son. That starts at Monday morning around 11. It's a scramble, so if everyone's playing, feel free to hit us up. We'll be doing
a little side action, you know.
We'll be doing some social media for the event, but we're really looking forward to Monday at Valley.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what all the hype or the non-hype's about the course. I've been meaning to play it for a while. It's one of the private courses in Rhode Island that I haven't played ever. So it'll be. I know their food's good, but I've never played their golf course. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. So that's coming out on Monday. Like I said, we'll be doing social media throughout the day for some lives. Obviously, we'll be taking pictures and stuff of the course and us and our terrible shots. So that's what we have coming up. But it's been a busy week. Lots of PGA Tour stuff going on. I thought there's two major stories on the PGA Tour, which we'll get to. And then there's obviously tons of local stuff going on. We have U.S. Open qualifying started locally. A couple of locals are in the mix. Patrick Welch, unfortunately, didn't qualify, make the cut at Wichita Country Club in Kansas. But 3 URI guys made the cut at Ledgemont, including Christopher Encore. It was the current URI stuff. So they're playing sectionals on Monday morning in New York. And then you have Will Dixon, obviously started Georgia Tech. He made the qualifying and he made the cut in his qualifying round. I'm not sure where he's playing his sectionals, but a bunch of Rhode Island guys scattered around. Obviously, they're all getting ready now for the NCAA's next week, and we'll get in. And I do want to get into the NCAA debacle over in Baton Rouge.
I don't even honestly want to talk about it because it just pisses me off that much.
What a debacle!
That guy should be that. Oh God!
And now the PGA Tour players are weighing in on it. Michelle Wie released a whole statement on it.
It's ridiculous.
And now they're actually going to make it worse by they're just advancing the teams based on seeding. So basically, all the top seeds are advancing, I guess, is what.
Now you don't get the magic of March Madness, not March Madness, but that feel of March Madness with underdogs eliminating people and stuff like that. It's kind of stupid, actually.
So there's that going on. Obviously,
is the chicken defrosted? I don't know. She's asking if the chicken's defrosted.
This is not a cooking show, so it can't be. What was I saying? So obviously that going on. The men's NCAA tournament starts next week, but qualifying pretty exciting. I mean, really, the U.S. Open is the only time. PGA, I guess, for the PGA professionals, U.S. Open is really the only time you can try to qualify. Our girl Allison Paik just missed the cut at the women's U.S. Open qualifying, and we learned that there will be a Woods in the U.S. Open as his niece qualified, and we put a story on that up as well. But thoughts on some of the U.S. Open qualifying, some of the scoring, and How cool it would be to see somebody local.
Yeah, it'd be
Yes.
actually have like a vested non-gambling interest in it, like as like a hometown person. But yeah, no, U.S. Open, that's always good. I love seeing a lot of the amateurs. That's what I like a lot about the Masters too, with the 6 or 8 amateurs that they allow play. But yeah, I always like rooting for the young guys, the guys who don't have their card and stuff like that. And it should be Torrey Pines is going to be a mother. It is going to be it's going to be windy, obviously. The rough is going to be insane. I mean, we've all seen Torrey Pines on TV. It's just going to be, and you played it, yeah. So it's going to be murder, and it's exactly what a U.S. Open should be.
How do you think it's going to play compared to 2008? Any thoughts?
I haven't heard anything yet. I know
There's still a few. I know it's a ways away. Next week's the PGA.
Next week's
We'll
the
get to it in
PGA,
a
and then we
second,
got what, a month?
Yeah.
A month in the U.S. Open, and then a month then the Open. Correct? Yeah. So it goes at one a month. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody early. I think the 4Play boys from Barstool, I think, are going there this week. I think. So we can judge get a little judge next week on what the greens are like, what the rough's like. I mean, obviously the greens are going to be near impossible and the rough's going to be thick, but I like seeing the guys play their practice rounds and like drop the ball and like you can't find it. It's amazing, or just like place the ball on the green and it just rolls off the front. That stuff. I love all that stuff. So yeah, it's Torrey Pines. It's all midsummer and it's going to be carnage. I love it.
Absolutely. Shout out to Tina for watching early on. Sorry, we don't know anything about chicken. Nick Bullis, thanks for watching. Joel Bassett, thanks for watching. And also shout out to people watching at Kirkbride Trivia Night.
Yeah.
For those that are watching us instead of paying attention to the trivia question. It's probably not a good idea. Not how you win, but that's okay. We appreciate the view. So all that stuff is going on. NCAA debacle in Baton Rouge. You said you didn't want to get into it. What a mess. And it's not even like the course was unplayable. The course was playable. They just
the commissioner said it was playable. It just wasn't in championship form. They where they're playing the Byron Nelson, they got a crap ton of rain the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Lift clean in place. That's all you got to do. I mean, it's not ideal for a national championship caliber tournament, but the alternative is canceling it like dumbasses, and they did that, and it's atrocious. It's so bad.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what like I said, they tried to fix it. I guess if that's not even the right word to use. But they tried to fix it so the top seeds advance. So I guess those teams are getting through. But it still doesn't seem to make any sense. And like you said, the course was playable. It's not like they're completely underwater. It just wasn't the championship level playable. Which
I mean, not for nothing. The guy that when you have when a golf course, and especially this golf course is really nice. You have a big tournament like this, they should have extra people on in case of weather to like roll the greens and dry the greens off like they do for the PGA Tour. They have extra guys to like squeegee the greens off or whatever it is, like roll the water off the greens, or that's what they should have done. I mean, they should have extra people there. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Mario Martone chimes in, our boy.
Yeah.
Mario says the NCAA only cares about the kids.
Yeah. Not the dollars, not the dollars at all.
I feel like that's sarcastic.
Just a little bit.
Now, while you were gone, or I think you were still away, I'm not really sure. Anyway, but your course, King's Crossing, made some renovations, made some changes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen them yet.
I did. I just saw. But, I sent them to you last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those are your pictures.
Yeah. Not my pictures, but from the website.
What do you want to talk about the King's? What changed the King's Crossing? They take out that bunker on 1. That was interesting.
1, I'm usually not in. 6 is going to be a problem for me. If I lose my.
So tell people what the.
The 6th hole is elevated green over a pond, and you got a cluster of pine bushes to the right, and a big tree covering the left half of the fairway, dogleg left. So if I tee off and I miss my drive left, I am screwed. I'm in that bunker 100% of the time. I'm done. That's it. But I mean, that's just going to force me to aim a little bit farther left. So I won't hopefully be in there, but I'm there. I'm usually there a lot. So I'm glad to see he's like actively thinking about making the course a little more challenging. And yeah, I'll see it for the first time on Sunday. I 740 on Sunday. So that'll be my first attempt at attacking the new course.
Yeah, it should be interesting. And he's changing it just before the golf season too, which was kind of
like
surprising.
The week I played Friday. The Friday before I left, the greens were almost healed from aeration. The Monday before, so by the time I get there Sunday, everything should be mint.
For sure. So that was big news. Is that certainly wasn't usually you hear about course changes like over the winter. Not, but
or even like in early March.
Right. They're trying to make the course better. I think I'm excited to see the new changes myself next time I play there. At some point, Joel Bassett says, "Bet the Mutter Rich." He said Rick, but
bet
Rich.
the what?
Bet the Mutter. I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, thanks for your comment. Bridget, thanks for watching. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. Coming up at 8 o'clock, we are dropping our brand new promo. It's not the intro. It's not an intro. It's a brand new promo that I put together over the last week or two. We've been holding on to it. I made some minor changes to it, and now we're excited to launch that tonight at 8 o'clock, and then we'll post it on Facebook. Just the video itself. Tomorrow, Mario Martone comments on.
I told you.
Mario, Rich said before the show that you were going to comment on Brad Faxon's house.
Within the first 20 minutes, I knew it was going to happen.
Mario says, let's make sure I can actually read this first. Okay. Hope Faxon's house is filled with mold and the sale gets canceled.
I knew it.
So for those not sure what he's talking about, we put up a story earlier that Brad Faxon's house, Barrington House, sold for $4.5 million today.
That's all.
Through Mott and Chase, I believe they were there. Yeah, they were the real estate company. Has a tennis court. It has like 3 garages at least. If
I've driven by it. It's a nice pad.
So that's what Mario's referring to. The house was built in 2005, but I don't think Faxon's lived there in a few years. I feel like he's been down in Florida for.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been there in a while.
So I'm not sure when the actual time Faxon was there. Or anybody was there for that matter.
Yeah.
I saw some things on comments on another page that he actually lost money, quote unquote, because he was trying to sell it for more a couple years ago, and it's since the value goes down.
4.1.
Yeah. 4.5 is tough. It's tough to
I mean, that's a tough life, especially when he bought it for probably like 2.
Yeah, so it's right near Rhode Island Country Club, so that makes sense. So anyway, that was what Mario was referring to. If you're not sure, or if you didn't know, so there's that. So all that stuff is on the table as well. PGA Tour. We started the PGA Tour early. Maybe we'll give the people a Bruins a minute later because the NHL is starting. It's one of our last, things we start getting really busy on the Golf Dudes podcast. So gotta get them in while we can. But PGA Tour, I have 2 lead thoughts other than today's tournament, which we'll get into. 2 lead thoughts on the PGA Tour. One, and you can start with anyone you want. Dustin Johnson withdrew this week because of knee discomfort. Are you concerned going into next week, PGA Championship? 2, Matt Wolff withdrew from the PGA Championship before, like a week plus
2
before,
weeks, 2 weeks before
it even started. You can start with anyone you want. Are you concerned about Johnson? Matt Wolff as an afterthought? What are you thinking?
I want to say I'm not concerned about DJ, but it's like kind of like in the back of my head that something might be going on.
Because remember, he looked terrible at the Masters.
He looked terrible. He didn't look that great at the Masters. I mean, he played a lot of golf before the Masters. He played in almost every tournament.
Plus, he played like an Australia thing.
They played us, yeah. So, I want to say I'm like 60-40 no, but like something in the back of my mind is telling me that something might really be going on. So I'm going to say no now.
How do you think Kiowa matches his game? Or does it not?
I don't really know a lot about Kiowa. Like, I'll have to do a little bit of research before it starts next week. I've heard it's really tough. They was there in what, 08?
Rory won.
Rory won in 08?
No, Tiger won. No, 08.
The PGA was there in 11?
Yeah.
Might have been 11. It played super, super hard. Obviously, some of the holes are on the water. It's windy. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about it. But yeah, I mean, it's the PGA Championship. It should be a good test. Like last year at Harding Park, trees everywhere. Those big booming pines. What's it called? I forget what the hell the name of the tree is called. But those trees,
Redwoods?
Yeah, the trees were everywhere. proved a great test, and now I think the win because they're on the water is going to prove a great test too. I always like the PGA Championship. I don't know about anybody else, but
It's usually
it's like the redheaded stepchild
Yeah.
of the three
Right.
of the four majors. But no, I always enjoy it. I like it. I loved it when it was at Bethpage because Bethpage is one of my favorite major courses.
Yeah.
That I've never played.
Mario says that you can't blame him for spending more time with Paulina. Mario may have a valid point on that one.
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna deny that. I mean, I'm okay with that.
And the other one, Matt Wolf withdrew. We had this conversation on Twitter yesterday.
Something's weird.
text yesterday.
Something's weird. Something weird's going on over there. I don't know.
He's always been an athlete. He was supposed to be this superstar. He had this.
I mean, I think he is. I mean, he won what? Three tournaments in his first 6 months or something like that. I mean, yeah, and now it looks like Hovland's passing him by. I don't know. Something weird's happening. I'm not sure if he's hurt or maybe he's not there mentally. But yeah, there's definitely something going on with Wolf. I hope he gets his stuff together because I actually like him as a player.
Yeah, I think he's I think all these young kids are good. It's just you wonder. Remember he had those terrible rounds and he withdraw. You just wonder okay, is he really injured or is he just withdrawing because
I mean the
he
kid
shot like 80.
hit the ball a freaking mile. With that, especially with that swing, he just pounds the ball, and he's really good. But maybe it's something between the ears, or maybe it's an injury. I don't know, but hopefully we'll find out soon. Hopefully he gets back to it.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see if he can make a comeback. Both he and Ricky Fowler, and kind of like you, I'm concerned about DJ a little bit, just because it's the week before, and now like you said. We're going to put some research in over the next few days and do a PGA Championship special next Thursday, but we'll see what happens with DJ. Quick thanks to everyone for the support on the open question book. The book is on the shelves now. It was on the shelves yesterday, May 12th. So thanks to everybody for buying the book, pre-ordering the book. We're having a book signing, as I mentioned, and will be in written form on May 29th at King's Crossing. So we're really excited for that. Peter's really excited for that. And also thanks to everybody for sharing the interview with him I did a few days ago. But it's a really cool book, a really fascinating time period with all these different guys kind of still around. Plus, obviously, you have the World War as well. So it was a really fun read. As I've said, I was lucky enough to get a advanced copy, like a real media person, and read it beforehand. So buy the book. It's in stores. You can buy it from Amazon, whatever Rich can deliver to you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So whatever is the best way for you guys to do it. Other things coming up, competitive season coming up. We have the first RA amateur qualifying is next week or the week after at Swansea. So that's actually the first one's actually already sold out. Then there's another one at Foster, and the last one at Crystal Lake. So I was talking to some of the boys last night. They're all getting geared up. Our amateur at Kirkbride this year.
Oh yeah,
they're planning on making a deep run. So that should be really fun in mid July. So we have all that as well. Next week on the show, we're gonna get to the promo in a second. Then I want to get into today's PGA Tour tournament because Jordan Spieth lit the thing on fire. Apparently, I didn't watch much of it. It was crazy today. But next week, Alec Lorenzo is going to join us. He's from Pin Golf. I met him last week at the Pilgrimage, and we're going to do I don't want to give too many details away, but we're going to do a partnership with Pin Golf, and they make rangefinders.
Affordable rangefinders.
Yeah. They actually work with Barstool.
Yep.
And they're going to work with us now, starting in the next week. So he's going to be on the show next week to join us to talk about how he came up with the idea and the partnership, and then we'll officially launch it the next day. So again, I don't give too many details away. That's for next week. We're still working on some of the stuff, but that's coming up next week. So super excited to work with Alec. He's a cool guy, and it's one of the benefits of the last week's adventure to Plymouth Country Club, which, by the way, is a very hard course. Let me tell you.
Is it? How'd you play?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Awful. Well, it was different format. So the first 6 holes were shamble.
Okay, so you went 6-6-6-6-6. Yeah.
Then the 6 holes were a scramble. Then there was 6 holes of best ball.
Oh, at least there was no alternate shot.
There was no alternate shot, and the wind was brutal.
Was it really?
Wind was brutal. The course was long.
Oof.
200-yard par threes.
Oof.
How you doing? Into
Yuck.
the wind.
Yeah.
That's a driver thing.
That's a driver, or at least a 3-1. Jesus Christ.
The forehand did not have much of an effect.
No,
for
not in
the
that
country club, to say the least. But it was a really nice course, really beautiful place. It was built in 1910.
Yep.
And it's the Donald Ross course. And the courses are historic when the place has a course historian. That's when you know, like, you're doing
pretty old.
something.
Yeah.
They have a club historian.
It's been that.
He has an Instagram following and everything.
Oh, wow.
Club historian at Plymouth Country Club. There's no truth to the rumor that one of my tee shots landed on Plymouth Rock. that didn't happen. Just saying. Just in case you were concerned. But yes, it was a very tough place to play. But they're a private club, Donald Ross course, and unlike Metacomet, they've actually refixed their facilities and fixed up their place, and they're still making more renovations. In fact, the kid, I was alone, so they paired me with a member that was just kind of one of their friends, I guess, the Cape Cod golf guys, that is. And he said they're still making minor renovations to the place, and they have this cool, kind of similar to Kirkbrae, but they have this cool like wraparound deck that wraparounds like the whole kind of old building.
Nice.
But they're actually extending it out because on the deck there's not enough room to put like tables, and members want to eat dinner out there
outside. Yeah. Yeah.
So they're actually extending this. The kids told me they were extending out the deck. So anyway, that's my recap of playing at Plymouth last week. But yeah, so that's what we have going on locally. I do want to get into this PGA Tour stuff. We can get back into NCAA if you want. NCAA tournament starts next week with the regionals for the men, and Patrick Welch is in it. Actually, everybody made it. Welch, Dixon, Notre Dame made it. So Davis Chatfield and Andrew Leary in the field are going to be playing. So actually, there's a full field for the NCAA. So we should have a lot of fun watching that and covering it. I'm not sure what Golf Channel's coverage schedule is. I think they just pick up the finals, right? I think they don't pick up the regionals.
I think it's just the finals. I think it's just the finals.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can maybe find it on like NCAA.com or something like that.
Yeah,
somebody, some obscure sports network on cable will pick it up somewhere.
Yeah. So we'll check the cable stuff for you just in case. You never know. And some of these schools have their own TV stations.
Yeah, like the ACC network and all that stuff, Big Ten, all that stuff. So it might be on one of those.
You never know. Next week, it might be worth scrolling through the channels. You might be able to watch some of the regionals live. But certainly excited for that as well. All right, let's get to this promo. We developed a new promo. It's going to air in just a minute here when I tell our great producers to hit go. And worked hard on it. Made some changes over the last week or so. Took one piece of video out and put another one in, which I don't know why I didn't do that before. But anyway, we hope you enjoy it. It's a new promo. If you miss it, obviously it replays on the show all the time. But also, I'm also going to post it on Facebook tomorrow individually, just as like the video, so people just watch it whenever. So, producer, whenever
start your engines.
Whenever you're ready. Feel free to hit the promo, and I hope everyone enjoys it. Billy Andre joins the show. Billy, thanks so much for doing this, and we appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
I'm very excited to be joined by an 11-time Emmy Award winner, and that is Armen Keteyian. Massachusetts Women's Amateur Champion Allison Paik.
The days of the country club just being golf and maybe one amenity are gone. Unfortunately, Metacomet doesn't have those.
He has a very rare condition called kyphoscoliotic Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and at the time of diagnosis, there was only 60 documented cases in the world.
I mean, we legitimately played the last 4 holes at Newport National. You could not see 50 yards.
There you go. There's the new promo again. I'm going to put it on Facebook tomorrow.
Just nice job, Joe.
Thank you. Pretty cool. The toughest part was getting the music. because it's tough to you should try to find the right like music for these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Because promos, they're all about
Oh, yeah.
promos.
As soon as
It's
you
all
hear it
about
on
the music.
ESPN, it's like, oh, whoa, what's
It's all
going on
about-
right now?
It's all about the music. So that was the toughest part. I went through at least a dozen different like songs that they give me on iMovie. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna post the promo on Facebook tomorrow as a standalone video, just so people just watch it. You can watch it over and over again if you want to get you hyped up for your Sunday golf round.
Right.
And so yeah, so that was a fine golf news hour production by our production team. Anyways, let's get into PGA Tour tournament today. I have some of the leaders written down if you need a second.
I mean,
to
there's
pull
really
up.
nobody else other. The only word you have to say is speak.
Mario comments on the promo. He says, "Hammy describing our round at Newport National. The sea was angry that day." Yeah, I threw that story. Had to end on a positive note. So I threw that one in there. So we'll see. Stay tuned for more golf news or productions. You never know. Every once in a while, I'm feeling motivated.
Yeah. So there's only one name you need to know, and that's Spieth. Absolutely crushed the course today. Eagled 18, insane long, 55-foot uphill, left to right, back right to left swinger, insane. And then he hit another shot. He hit a tee. I forget what hole it was, but he hit a tee shot right. Zalatoris was a couple yards up to the right as well. His ball was behind a tuft of grass, and he actually argued with Greller on what to hit. Greller wanted him to sting it out, pitch it out, and chip up and make birdie. Spieth said, "No, this is on me." Absolutely roasts a hybrid to the back of the green, and it rolls down inside 10 feet. It was insane, and one of the craziest shots I've seen so far this year. There's a couple other guys out there. DeChambeau is 3 under, 6 off the lead. Rafa Barabeo 8 under. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but
No, just do numbers.
Luke Donald out of nowhere. Sergio, Sam Burns, last week's winner, all at 7 under. Leishman at 6 under. And I'll give you one more. Sean O'Hare, holy crap, 5 under. That's a blast from the past. Keith Mitchell 5 under.
He just won, right? No, he finished third.
Third, yeah.
Finished third last
Scotty Scheffler 5 under. He was playing with Spieth. He didn't make a par since the 7th hole. I think he either made a bogey or a birdie from 7 on. It was crazy. His scorecard was insane. Actually, you know what? Look.
Yep. Bogey, birdie,
Bogey. So yeah,
the round wasn't boring.
No, hell no. But yeah, this is at a new venue for the Byron Nelson.
Yep.
Something Hawk or something like that, whatever it is.
Yep.
It's in Texas.
Yep.
Spieth's a Texas boy. Lots of love. He's throwing golf balls into the stands after the 18th. They're loving him.
How about this is his first tournament since the Masters because he had COVID.
Because he had COVID. Yeah.
He said it in his press conference
Yep.
on
Yep.
Tuesday, whatever it was. I texted you the clip.
Yeah. From what the analysts were saying on Golf Channel, the greens are absolutely mint. The course is playing perfect, and they were actually surprised that the scores were so low. The cut may end up being like 6 or 7 under, which is insane for a tournament field, So yeah, lots to look at. They're going to go low this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be an interesting tournament to watch if you got nothing else to watch.
Now, did you bet on anybody or
No, I couldn't. It's not. They don't even have anybody on the app. I don't even think there was anybody on the app yesterday. The only thing I'm seeing is PGA and U.S. Open stuff. Golf. European Champions Futures. Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have an early bet for the PGA? Early thought on PGA bet since you didn't bet this one.
Futures. U.S. PGA.
Give the degenerates.
So, McIlroy and Spieth are plus 1,000. Rahmer's at 1,200. DeChambeau 1,400. DJ 1,400. JT 1,400. Matsuyama 18. Schauffele 1,800. I'm probably gonna put something on Spieth, and I think I'm gonna put something on Schauffele. Even though Schauffele, I've bet on him before, and he hasn't really done anything. But then you got Morikawa to repeat at 25 plus 2,500. And also Hovland's at 2,500. Finau's at 3,000. So I got to do a little bit more research on Kiowa on if any of these guys have ever played it before besides Rory.
Yeah.
And I'll put something together before the tournament starts and see what the hell's going on. Like I said, I know zero about the course and or who's played it before, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, my put a little bit on a decent amount on Spieth, and then what did I say my second one was? It's Schauffele. Yeah, well, and a slice on Schauffele.
We like Schauffele. We keep going with Schauffele.
He's such a good player, man. He
always
just
does
can't
it
like
fails.
he can't shut the door. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Absolutely. So that's next week, PGA Championship. ESPN announced today in a press release they're doing extended coverage, like 12 hours a day, Thursday, Friday. Some of it's on ESPN Plus or whatever, but they're doing all kinds of coverage for
I have ESPN Plus. I'll be watching it in the truck.
Yep. So that's pretty interesting. Of course, ESPN keeps getting rid of guys. So I don't know how they have enough.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know how
They're
they
getting rid of everybody.
How they have enough talent to keep doing these extended coverages, but
I don't know.
Scott Van Pelt, it's all
Now,
you, buddy.
who has the PGA for network? It's ESPN, and who has
CBS.
Is it CBS?
Yeah, CBS.
And then
The
NBC has the Open and the U.S. Open.
Right.
That's right.
Because remember, Fox had a drop.
Fox dropped it last year.
Right.
I
I think they dropped their whole golf package.
and that was a huge contract
Sorry,
too.
that's not mine. Yeah,
That was a huge contract.
Yeah. They had to drop the whole thing because the pandemic had pushed everything back. And
I don't want to listen to Joe Buck call golf.
Well, that's part of it. But yeah, so CBS has the weekend, then NBC has the what did I just say? NBC has the U.S.
Both
Open,
Opens. Yeah.
and I forget who. Oh, they have the British Open too.
Yeah.
So that is exciting. Let's pivot. The smooth pivot.
Smooth pivot.
And let's want to give the people a Bruins minute. Since
Actually, let's do this first. What do we? I'm not gonna make you cry over that one.
I'm not crying.
What do we think about the Pats being plus 3.5 favorites against the Bucks?
Oh, that's true. The Patriots schedule released last night.
Dude, I was beside myself. You thought my draft rant was bad? These opening schedule nights drive me crazy. But the fact that they had a show about opening night when the schedule was released like at 10 o'clock the morning before just drives me insane. Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll do some other sports here for a couple of minutes. Obviously, everything else is still on the table, but yeah, Patriots schedule released last night.
3.5.
Everybody circled that game 4 of the season. Tom Brady returns. They're saying it's going to be one of the highest
Selling tickets. Ace Tickets said that.
in
Yeah.
Boston sports history.
Yep. It's going to be one of the most expensive tickets they've ever sold.
Tickets are already on StubHub for a whole I can't think of the word for like $1,200, whatever the stipend was from the government. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
$1,200 for like 300 level seats.
Yeah. Like,
So
I'm not gonna lie. For three, I mean, I'd probably pay that.
1,200.
Yeah.
For a ticket.
And I'm not even that big of a football fan. I'd probably pay that.
It is.
Maybe a Gino.
It does. It
Just to
does.
say you were there.
It does feel like it's one of those.
You know
one of
what I
those
mean?
events.
It's something that you should spend some money on. You know.
Yeah. So that was fascinating, and it came out earlier that was going to be the game, obviously, because the schedule every year it always gets like leaked. So I don't know, like.
I mean, Gresham Keefe had it at like 11 o'clock yesterday, so I was like, you know.
What's going to be boring is that their first game is against Miami again.
Was it Miami? The Jets.
Dallas? No.
Atlanta?
Dallas.
No,
Atlanta.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, and then Tampa. I mean, they could be
3-0.
They could be 3-0 when Tampa comes to it.
And how about Tom Brady's father called in Gresham Zolak and Bertrand today in '95.
I didn't hear about that.
And he said, and he called in. He said, "Well, we're looking forward to coming up there and beating the Patriots handily." He literally said this. Tom Brady's
such
father.
a fanboy. Oh, it's disgusting.
He's like, we expected to be 4-0 by the time we leave.
Yeah.
New England.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it's gonna.
But Tampa could go undefeated. They have a chance. The only tough game is going to be at the Rams.
13-3. I mean, geez.
Yeah. And remember, there's an extra game this year.
Our bye week is week 14.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know.
Holy crap.
The Patriots season might be over by week 14.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I mean, depending on like, I know it's a pipe dream if Cam Newton gets his shit together, but like, I mean, yeah, Mac Jones plays, you can still have Cam Newton play. You can still do other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, who knows at this point what's going to happen?
Yeah, so that was interesting last night, even though everyone kind of knew the schedule ahead. But certainly, I've shared I never share all the media, but I shared NBC's promo because it's on Brady's Sunday Night Football and
Yeah.
Brady is back.
Yeah.
Brady is back banner. It was kind of cool. So
Yeah.
it was, looking forward to October. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the summer first, but certainly,
Oh yeah, please please do not bring football season any closer, please.
certainly looking forward to October.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm just looking forward to that week.
Oh, the whole
lead-
week's
lead
gonna
up
be
to it.
madness. The whole week's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
absolute madness.
insane.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it's
Yeah.
all gonna be, it's all gonna be insane.
It's gonna be nuts. So that is that. Bruins, man. I think the Bruins and the Capitals might be the most fascinating NHL playoff series. There's other ones in there running for sure. Tampa and the Panthers.
I think it's those two. Those
And
those are the winners.
and then I think Toronto, Montreal is gonna be something because it hasn't
Yeah, like
happened in a million.
it hasn't
years.
happened in a while, but I think Toronto probably sweeps them. Montreal's not that good, which is why they're playing Toronto because.
But Toronto is Toronto.
But Toronto is Toronto. I mean, crazier
They've
crap's
done
happened.
stupider things before.
Yeah. So I think probably Bruins are going to win the series, whether it's in 6 or 7. I think Bruins in 6 or 7.
Yeah. Wow.
Um,
Capitals don't have goaltending.
Capitals don't have
Goaltending
goaltending.
there anymore.
Chara's not going to be on the ice that much for the premier line, Bergeron, Marchand, Pasta. But he's still a force. I mean, he's still Chara. We'll see what kind of crap Tom Wilson pulls, if any. He's still they still hate him for that Carlo hit and all the other crap he did to like Panarin and all that stuff. I'm sure everybody's taking numbers. I would love to see the Bruins and the Knights and the Golden Knights in the final.
something.
That would be fantastic.
Bruins Canadians. That's not gonna
Can
happen.
you freaking imagine that? Or Bruins in
That'd
Toronto?
be-
Like,
that'd be-
holy crap!
That'd be
Like,
something.
yeah. Oh, somebody just went yard.
But yeah,
Yeah. So I'd love to see Bruins and the Knights. That'd be great. Or maybe Bruins in Colorado. That'd be nice too.
Yep.
I mean, Colorado's a wagon too. You can't
Yeah.
forget about them. But yeah.
are you putting money on anybody? I'm sure you're betting the Bruins.
Yeah, probably. Aside from like betting nightly, I don't know if I can do a futures hockey bet. Let's see.
Well, I did a futures hockey bet.
Well,
so
but you
I'm
did it
fine
a
with
while ago though. Hockey North America,
Well,
Pro Futures. Here we go. Stanley Cup winner, Avalanche 450, Vegas 550, Leafs 650, Tampa 750, Hurricanes 800, Bruins 900. So they have the Hurricanes in front of the Bruins, and the Penguins and the Capitals behind the Bruins.
Really?
Yep.
That's scary.
I mean, not for nothing. I might throw a slice on the Panthers at 1,800
They're one of my
just
bets.
to throw it in there. $10.
Yeah.
10 to win 180. You shitting me? That's great.
Me and our pal Danny the
Oh,
Degenerate.
Danny the
We bet.
Degenerate.
We
Nice.
got-
I may throw $10 on that just to say it, just
We got,
to do it.
we got Pittsburgh, Florida,
Yeah.
Vegas, and Edmonton.
I forgot all about Edmonton.
Freaking Connor McDavid is going crazy this year.
I
don't know-
Toronto, Edmonton would be up now. They went yard 2-run home run 4-0. Edmonton, Toronto. That would be a hell of a Canadian
Yeah, fine.
final. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
So
completely
those
forgot.
are my
About,
bets
I
for the
completely
playoffs.
forgot about Edmonton. Holy crap.
They start Saturday,
Yeah, yeah. I
Bruins
think
at
Bruins are at
7:15.
7 or 7:30.
but
Yeah.
then the Bruins home games are at like 6:30.
Are they really? I
Yeah.
didn't say. They just
Yeah.
came out with the schedule
Yeah,
today.
no,
I
I
didn't
know.
see it 'cause
I
was
just,
at
I
work.
just happened to hear about it. Bruins home games are
6:30.
Wednesday and Friday, and they're like 6:30 at night. They have the early.
So what is it?
early
Saturday,
games.
Monday, Wednesday,
Right.
Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is.
Saturday, yeah, every other day,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
All right,
Saturday, Monday, Wednesday,
6:30.
Friday. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the room. That's the word on the street.
wow. All right.
So yeah, so that is coming up on Saturday. NHL playoffs. Obviously, golf tournaments are better, but the NHL playoffs are pretty good too. I'm just kidding.
You find you'd be hard pressed to find a better tournament, playoff tournament than the NHL playoffs.
No, obviously, I was only half joking.
Yeah.
But
Golf is good, but
And this is NBC's last Stanley Cup playoff. So
I know.
get your fill of the NBC
yeah.
hockey
I
song,
saw,
which actually isn't terrible.
Our man Bush, he signed
yeah.
with ESPN and
Oh,
Ferraro.
did he?
I sent that to you.
Oh,
He
you might
signed.
have
He signed.
said that. Yeah,
Him and
sorry.
Ferraro signed as lead analysts.
Yeah, not surprised. I think Sean McDonough's going to get the.
You think so?
He
I hope
kind of
that- I
he
hope
sort of
Gary
hinted
Thorne.
at it at a golf.com podcast.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to get at least one of the, maybe not the lead
Yeah.
play-by-play guy, but
I hope.
one of
I
them.
hope they take Gary Thorne back.
Because you got to think Butchie and Melrose are going to
Butchie and Melrose, Thorne,
unless they put them in the studio, which they
Yeah.
could.
Thorne,
Steve Levy.
Steve Levy. Who else was over
I don't
there?
know who else.
I'm trying to think of who else was part of the old school. But anyways, yeah, I was never a real fan. Like I liked Doc and Eddie. They were
Yeah.
a great tandem. But now that Doc's gone, maybe they signed Olchek too.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember a stipulation in his
TNT
contract. He's
signed
free
him.
to TNT sign him.
Yeah.
He's free to do horse racing with
Right.
NBC and
Right.
when that happens. Yeah. So we got pretty much everybody we want. Poor Pierre's left out in the dust.
Nobody wants
Boo
him.
hoo. Like whatever. We got Boucher back, which is great. Ferraro. I like Ferraro. Olchek. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see ESPN. I mean hockey back on ESPN.
Isn't it amazing how Doc Emmerich retires and the whole NBC
And
sports
NBC
thing
just collapses. Isn't that insane? It's
I find that
crazy.
insane. I wonder if it's not coincidence, or I don't know if that coincidence is right. I wonder if either Doc knew something was coming, and he just didn't feel like moving again, and that's why he left.
Maybe
or
he knew it.
NBC
Maybe they
knew.
told him, "Be like, listen, we're done. We're done."
I wonder. It's kind of the season after, all of a sudden, the
Everything.
the whole sports network collapses.
Yeah.
They don't just like dump hockey; they're dumping everything.
I know.
From my understanding of it, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe some of it's going to Peacock or whatever, but
Yeah.
even so,
Well, that was the
That's
thing.
kinda
A
crazy.
lot of I heard that if they got a deal done, most of the stuff because NBC Sports is no longer.
Right,
Everything's
they're
going to Peacock
Right.
now. So that would mean all the national games will be moved to Peacock, and I think people would be pissed.
well, people get pissed when they switch golf over to Peacock for an hour.
I mean, even at me as a soccer
Including
fan,
me.
you can't even watch Premier League on NBC anymore because all the games are on Peacock. It's like
Mhm.
it's absolutely bonkers. I mean, then now you have ESPN Plus, but at least ESPN Plus is like it's $5 a month. It's not bad. You get a variety of different sports. You get hockey,
Mhm.
basketball, soccer. You got MMA on there. Like so, it's like more of
Right.
like a buffet of sports rather than just what NBC carries. So, yeah, I think it'll be profitable on ESPN. I'm not a big fan of ESPN as a company, but I think they're gonna do a lot better than NBC.
Awesome. So you're playing Sunday this week?
Playing
excited,
Sunday.
excited to get back out on the camp.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Be a
yeah.
long
I
way
haven't
from
seen
Florida.
I haven't seen the boys in like 3 weeks.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
And I'm playing this weekend as well. Getting my game in shape because the competitive season starts the following week. So I think I'm ready to go. And that's what we have for this week. It's been a fun week. Obviously, it's still going on. Who knows what else is going to happen from here on out. And again, tune in to next week. Alec Lorenzo is going to join us from Pin Golf, talk about our upcoming partnership. Again, not going to do too many details, but that's coming up next week. And perhaps we'll even be in the studio next week. Have some complications this week. Rich didn't drive the Amazon trucks fast enough. and so that's where we are. But anyway, thanks everybody for the support. It was a fun week, a fun day for me anyway. Let's do it again tomorrow. And we will talk to you next week. Stay tuned to Golf News RI all weekend long for all your content and anything that you possibly can want to read about golf, local golf, national golf, and everything else. So see you guys later. Have a great Thursday night. And we'll talk to you later. Talk to you.